sometimes denial can be a good thing. Hear me out. One of the stages of grief is denial, where maybe you intellectually know something happened, but like emotionally it's not fully connected. It's not like you feel the intensity of the grief in your body with that feeling of reality and finality, which is a big part of grief and loss, is that finality, that nothing's going to change it and you can't ever go back in time and undo the loss. And, I was thinking about the amount of losses that we're dealing with right now as a country, as a world, whether it be financial losses, losses of certain freedoms that we've become accustomed to, and of course, losses of loved ones or friends or community members. And so the denial, which is the part where you're not fully connecting emotionally to what's going on, can be adaptive at times. And sometimes we need to hold on to that denial in order to get through life or do what we need to do in that moment. And so I think that right now, like for myself, we lost a very close friend a week ago. My great aunt is in the hospital in critical condition. My son's teacher's husband just passed away. I mean, so many different things happening, people we know who are very sick. And each of those things would be just like a huge blow to be able to feel that and just internalize that would be so painful and just like layered on top of each other. It's just, I don't even know if it's possible to really internalize it all and then continue to move forward. And so I think accepting that denial in a certain sense and being okay if there's a little bit of an emotional disconnect, because that's what's protecting us right now. And so it doesn't ever have to necessarily hit you all at once, the enormity of what happens. And if, and I've written about this in the past, like if you feel like crying, cry, right? You can let it out in pieces. It doesn't need to be all at once that you feel everything. If you feel sadness about something, you read an article, it makes you feel sad, just take a minute and let yourself feel it, right? And let yourself grieve for whatever's going on, however this is hitting you, in pieces. Don't force yourself to have to feel it all at once, feel it deeply, because you may not be able to cope if you let yourself just feel the weight of everything happening. I am curious to hear what you have to say. I think that this is the kind of thing that there probably are people with very different opinions. So comment below.